Hey guys, what's going on? Got a video for you today. So if any of you guys out there are like myself, you're not the best at measuring thread pitches and all that stuff. I can do it, but I'd rather just know that this fitting works, and if I re-flare this fitting, I know it'll fit my vehicle's caliper or ABS module. Now, once again, I'm sure you can find this exact piece out there, but without the proper things I've read on forums, I've looked up, it's a hard thing to find without doing research and getting a, in fact, it's not even one of the, I got a thread gauge right here, and it doesn't thread into any of them because it's a special brake line fitting, right? And in fact, it doesn't even, like, the thread pitches are so thin that it doesn't match any of these standard threads. So it's a special type of brake thread. And so yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. And I was struggling to figure out how to get this out because I don't have many tools. You can see here's the other one. In fact, this one was the one that tapped into the ABS model. You can see they're both different, right? So what I ended up doing is I ended up cutting it right around here. This plastic stuff, there's this little plastic coating on it. See that? It's a little hard, it's not focusing, but go here. Yeah, here's a great picture. So the lighting down here is terrible, but you can see on the right here where my edge of my thumb is at, there's metal. That's your brake line itself, and then GM puts this plastic coating on the outside so it doesn't it prevents it from corroding, right? And that's a pain to get off, and it's a pain to do a union and all that stuff if you're on your car. I cut my brake line, so I can't do anything about it. But what you do is, and I'll show you with this one, I cut it about right here, and I'm gonna make another cut where my two fingers are. You pop it in, you get a socket, you put that flare face down, right? So the flare is at the bottom here. You put that face down into your socket. You gotta find a socket that fits. And I already did this a little bit. I found a way that works, and you can see it's kind of, see how it's sideways in there? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screwdriver, and instead of hitting it like this, because it's that side, I'm gonna turn it like this. Once again, I'm so sorry about the lighting down here, guys. I'm in my basement. It's just terrible lighting. But you're gonna turn your so it's diagonal, right? So now when that, you can see it's like this inside that hole. It's like this. So you're gonna take a screwdriver and you're gonna hit it not sideways, but you're gonna hit it down like that, so it hits as much surface area as possible on that. And you're just gonna keep tapping. So I tapped it as far in as I can. So now I gotta get something else a little smaller. I'm gonna use this screwdriver. You can also use a punch, but I don't have a punch. Look, guys, this is what I work with. I mean, I'm, you know, young kid trying to make do out here. So that's all I got. I hope this video is helpful. I'll post another segment with me actually tapping it out. All right, we're set up. Once again, I'm just gonna go like that. I already hit it with my my other. I can't use that screwdriver because the tip's too big now, so I have to go down. We're just gonna, okay, I think that's it. Yep. So as you can see, this piece came out. There's that rubber coating I was telling you about. See that rubber coating? It's a pain in the butt to work with. And now I just got my fitting, and I'm actually really happy. You guys can't even tell, but here's my fitting for my brake caliper. Wow, that actually makes me real happy. Cool, so that's the fitting. That's all I really needed was this fitting. I'll probably re-soak that in PB Blaster once more. And ready, here we go. Here's the process. Take your, you can see it's a double, I have a double flare on this. You have to check what type of flare you have. It's either gonna be a double flare or a bubble flare. The double is SAE, I think, and the bubble is DIN, maybe. I'm honestly not sure, double check on that, but it doesn't really matter what it is. So we're gonna, give this a little chop here. Oh man, safety first, guys. Safety first, that's most important. So you can see that's what I was talking about, that little crimp, right? It's easier to just tap that out. So we're gonna layer down in there like so. Take my big screwdriver, I'm gonna go perpendicular to it. And these did sit in PB Blaster for about 3 days, everyone. And it's going down. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so there you go. You see that flare at the bottom there? That's a double flare. Yep, so we're down to the bottom now. What we're gonna do is gonna take I might actually have to cut a little bit more of that off just to get it out. So I don't know if it's gonna go through the bottom of that or not. Yeah, I don't think this flare is gonna go through the bottom there, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some of this off because it's not going far enough down into my socket. My socket's stopping. I can keep hitting it all I want here, but the thing's not gonna come off. So I'm just gonna chop this off. And I actually do wanna, goodness gracious. It's gonna be a little difficult to get off here. Okay, well, that just flew under the AC unit in there, but we gotta get this off, so. Drop her back in, switch over to the screwdriver. Yeah, we're gonna just keep popping her out. Just like so. Once again, use a punch if you have one. I don't have a punch, so I'm stuck with this. There we go, guys. Got my fitting. Just did that on camera because I just figured it out. And yeah, they actually are different sizes. So there we go, guys. That's how you do it. Just did it in 30 seconds. Here's the aftermath. I'm gonna go find that fitting now. Okay, have a good one.